Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. First, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside, it's Hawkins. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Hokies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Running inside, it's Hawkins.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the counter. Here's a little room there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to... Chains.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Throwing, Mensah. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There's a crease. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Hurricanes. Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pulls it in, it's Heat. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking left. Pulls it in. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Hokies have this offense rolling.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quarterback making adjustments. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. Still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Mensah. Got a man. It's Fletcher.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The lone back's got it. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break up.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that lap.
It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Avoids pressure. He's gonna run it. Inside the 35. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Baker. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. Dance, you've seen him rush like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And his drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Baker. Bears the pressure. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Absolutely center cut. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Akron taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Zips with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it took them a long time, but they finally picked up their first win in what's been a difficult season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Dances away. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Canes decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes a move. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Baker. Looking for the score. Incomplete, he was going for the touchdown.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Wants to throw on third down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing, or cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Hokies. They take the lead with the 6.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7.
674, take off. 674, take off. 4.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
2 two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Pringle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Mensah. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Heath.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He might want another play. To throw, it's Baker. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Heath. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Magic. Stay. Ice.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield. It's Baker. Makes the catch. It's Heath. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
He breaks the tackle. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Hokies will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's gone! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That is a big-time play right there. And this defense, they have their hands full tonight with this guy. Wherever he's lined up, he's been winning on these routes. He's been doing it with speed, and right there he shows you the acrobatics and the athleticism.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe some room here. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
That's reeled in. It's Pringle. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Baker. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hokies are in the hurry up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Green. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Stop. Win.
To the air, it's Baker. It's caught for the 2.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help you. Getting that 2-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hold and fired complete. Still on his feet at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. On the run, it's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He's got it. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Running the red zone, it's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for the goal line. This defense getting the job done, forcing a 4th down decision. A field goal would tie it.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now, man, this is decision time. If it's at the 5, if it's at the 10, I'm kicking the field goal, tying this thing up. But so close to the goal line, do you want to roll the dice to still maybe take the lead in the 4th quarter here?
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Miami! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Hurricanes back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, it's Baker. Makes the pass. Complete in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
The offense changing the play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down, they win and probably force the punt here.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, out of space. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. It is a game of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.